y'all, it's Chloe and we're back with another video. Ready to Love, Season 8, Episode 7. Baby, I don't know what's going on with the connections that they claim they have, but baby, they not connections, okay? When did Morier have a connection with Janelle? Make that make sense. And daggone Phil, no, he ain't got no connection with Kira. I don't even know why they even try to play in our face like that with that whole date, okay? But we're gonna get into some things. But before we do, I need you to do me a favor. Sit back, relax, watch the video through, and if you like what you see and you like what you hear, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If y'all one of my lovely members or subscribers, hey y'all, how y'all doing? Let's just go ahead and get into it because I ain't got all day. I ain't got all day with these people, okay? So all the men meet up at the lounge. We down to 5 men. I was like, dang, I wish they would just go ahead and eliminate 2 women so we could be down to 5 women. It's just too many people. Like, I feel like we almost halfway through and we still got too many people to get through. You know what I mean? You know what I mean. Anyway, Tommy tells them that he has a lot of curveballs, okay? And that this week the ladies are going to be meeting their exes. He thinks their exes could really help them see certain things that they can't see when it comes to the ladies. Now, y'all know how I feel about the whole exes episode. I'm not really a fan of it. But every season when they do it, we do learn a lot about these people. So I'm not going to hold you and act like we don't get some good information. Because, baby, some of the information we needed. We definitely needed about these people, okay? So anyway, Morier brought his ex to meet Janelle and Jessica, right? I thought the baby mother was supposed to be there because I'm like, what happened to the baby mother? Oh, you ain't want to bring her up here so she can expose all your lies, Morier? Huh? Is that why? Huh? Okay, but anyway, so like I already told y'all, I'm trying to figure out Janelle. Stop lying. Where'd they come from? Now, Jessica said that her and Morier be on the phone all the time, okay? So I could expect Jessica to be there, especially because she's like his top connection. But when Janelle comes in and talk about something, we connected late. You connected never. Please stop playing with me, okay? So anyway, he tells his ex before they get there that, you know, they're very religious ladies. So he want to figure out, like, if they're going to be into, like, the spiritual thing. Because, you know, he's more spiritual than religion, okay? He also tells her that he wants to know about their sex drive. I'm like, you're talking to these women, supposedly, all the time, and y'all haven't had conversations surrounding sex, and you think the best time to bring it up is through your ex? Right, Morier, right. So Jessica asked his ex what was the hardest part about dating Morier, and she was like, our age difference, because his ex is 41. By the way, I want to say that she looks good, okay? And y'all know I'm a sucker for some nice braids. I was loving the braids up in the ponytail, giving poetic justice, okay? Loving all of that, okay? In the yellow dress on our skin, y'all know I'm a sucker. Y'all know my favorite color is yellow. So I was feeling the ex, okay? She was a vibe. She was a cute look, okay? I think she looked too cute for Morier, but who am I, okay? But anyway, she said that, you know, it was an age difference. So I was like, exactly, which is why I'm trying to figure out since when he get this connection with Janelle. But you know, apparently she opened up to it. I guess not too much because y'all not together anymore, okay? So Jessica asked her, like, what qualities do she think he would need to support him? And she was like, somebody with a high sex drive. What? Okay, so what happens to him being an activist and he needs somebody that's going to march on the streets with him and he needs somebody that's going, you know, black power with him? What happened to that? We just going to go say he needs someone with a high sex drive? Okay, immediately no. So Janelle was like, and Jessica was like, and she was like, oh, so y'all don't want to have this conversation? And it was like, no, like, why would I discuss my sex life with you? I'm sitting here like, this was not thought through, Morier. There's no way you could have thought that this was going to go well. Definitely not, okay? Then on top of that, homegirl pulls out the tarot cards. I said, oh, child, not the tarot cards. Now, y'all know I'm not opposed to, like, psychics and stuff like that, okay? Do I take it serious? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Ever since I went to that psychic and they told me I was going to marry some man named Tyrone and I never did, I don't take it serious. Not at all. Not at all, okay? So then Janelle was like, oh, no, I don't deal with any of that pagan stuff. Y'all, I need to know who you serve and who sent you. I said, I know that's right, because who sent you, sir? Who sent you? Trying to bring in some, you know, tarot cards. Jessica was like, hold up, because I've been talking to this man almost every day for hours and hours and hours. And out of nowhere, he's talking about crystals and incense and tarot cards. Like, what's going on here? I was like, See, I feel like Morier is not really having conversations that need to be had because how y'all not talking about, like, your sex appetite? How you not talking about about, your spiritual and religious stuff. You use your ex to come in here and open the door to all this foolishness like that was supposed to fly, and they was going to be like, ha, 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 and give you the answers you was looking for. Absolutely not. Don't play with them and don't play with me, Moria. I'm starting not to like the version of Moria I'm seeing on TV. If y'all know what I mean. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, okay? You might as well say after that, the date was over. And she was like, "Woo, Moria, you got your hands full." And I'm like, exactly, because y'all just tried to pull some foolishness up in this place, okay? He knew that woman was not going to fall for no daggone tarot cards. Why would you do that, Moria? Why would you do that? But then again, you know what? He ain't here looking for love. He looking for exposure. And I confirmed it. This date confirmed it for me. This episode confirmed it for me, okay? Quentin brings Janelle and Lee to meet his ex. Now, we know that that's actually his connection. Janelle is actually one of his connections. So I'm like, this is what I expected, not no more yet, okay? So they come in there and oh, by the way, Kira, did you see that his ex is a black woman? I said, that's right, Quentin. Bring your black ex-girlfriend named Bree up in here, okay? Okay, so they come in and everybody's all like cool and whatnot, and they asking questions back, and just like they asked her what happened between her and Quentin, and she was like, he don't want to commit, okay? He was fine with being single, this, that, and the other. He's like, well, you know what, I kind of ghost Lee because it's hard for me in this process to process everything. And Lee sitting there like, I know this Negro didn't. Because, like, why would he say that in front of Janelle? And not even just in front of Janelle, in front of the ex, too. It's like you're basically saying, I'm second choice in front of everybody, and I don't like that. I do not like that. But the part that got me is that when Janelle and Lee left, the ex-girlfriend was like, we kind of lost Lee a little bit. He's like, yeah, she kind of like shrunk in the room. I need someone strong. So I read the room. You just said that you ghosted her, and you thought she was supposed to be up in here smiling. If you saw the attitude change and you saw a shift in her energy, why would you think that it was because she was intimidated by Janelle? Why? He's not in tune. He can't be in tune, because if I come in here all ha 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 ha, and instantly my attitude changes to, you automatically know something is wrong. I'm not shrinking myself because I'm intimidated. I feel a type of way about something. Child, pissed me off, because I was sitting here like, Quentin, I don't like that. I just don't like how they assume that it has something to do with her being intimidated a little bit or insecure when it comes to Janelle being in the same place. So Chris brought Aries and Jessica to meet his ex, okay? Chris said that he noticed an energy change in his ex-girlfriend, and I was like, yeah, you could see it. She shrunk when daggone Jessica came in the room. He feels as though, Jessica's loud, and he said at one point she was overbearing, and I'm just like, I don't want no man who think I'm overbearing. That ain't it, okay? So they was like, what happened between you and Chris while y'all not together? She said that he didn't want commitment. I said, another man who don't want no commitment. Another man who don't want no commitment. Like, what's tea? So then Chris apologized, because he just apologized to her because that's not where he was at his time in life. But he's in a different place now. And Aries is eating it up. I said, Aries, don't fall for it, girl. Don't fall for it. Immediately no. Okay? She said she needs a leader, and he exudes that. I said, okay now. I don't see it, but okay now. Okay? Because y'all already know I want Aries to be with Phil. We're not even entertaining Chris no more. Okay? Not even entertaining that. So Chris' ex-girlfriend told them that he needs a woman who's going to be a good support system for him, okay? So Jessica's like, what you mean by support? Like, explain, please, okay? And she was like, well, yeah, he's going to need someone who's basically at his servitude all the time. Someone who's going to be basically there when he needs you. Whenever your whole life at some point is going to be revolving around Chris. And I was like, immediately no. Okay, Jessica said, no ma'am, don't know if I can handle that. And I'm just sitting here like, this is why he's trying to bring the strength down in the room, okay? He's trying to bring the strength down in the room because he feels like he has to be dominant. And I don't like that, because it seems like he wants a trophy wife or a trophy girlfriend or someone who's just going to stand beside him and, be at his beck and call whenever he wants and don't question him. And Jessica is not that girl, okay? nowhere near that girl. Because even once they left, his ex-girlfriend was like, yeah, she's not soft at all, and you need someone more soft. Now, I could understand that Aries has this soft aura about her, but it's not giving she's not about her business, okay? It's definitely not giving that. So Herbert brings Janelle to meet his ex, y'all, and Janelle comes in and she's a little bit more open. I felt like she was more, you know, happy in this date than she was in all the other dates. Just gonna be honest with you, okay? So now y'all let me know if I was hearing things. So y'all know Herbert was like setting up the charcuterie board, and he was like, "Do you want some of this charcuterie?" And I was like, "Charcuterie? Did he say charcuterie?" Y'all let me know. Maybe I was tripping. Okay? But anyway, child, Janelle came in there and they start getting down to the things, okay? So the ex-girlfriend asked her, did she want to have children? And she was like, I want to be a parent. You know, I'm more into adopting. Now Herbert's over there like, whoa, because I want to shoot somebody's club up one day and I want to have my own biological children. I didn't know that, you know, you wanted to only adopt or whatnot. And, you know, Janelle was like, I got a plan, because like I need to be engaged by the end of the year, married by the end of next year. Herbert like, well, that's not really my timeline. Stop wasting people's time. Stop wasting people's time. You've been sitting there having all these conversations with Janelle. You already know what time she's on. You already know she's an older woman. Why are you wasting her time if ultimately you don't want none of the things that she wants? Stop wasting her time. Because even his ex said it, like, once she left, like, oh, she's moving fast. And he like, yeah, I mean, as you get older, you know, you got to move a little faster, but I'm not old yet. Sir, you're old enough. You're old enough. You're wasting Janelle's time. If you don't want to get married, have some babies, let it go. Cut it off now. You're not ready to love her. It don't seem, honestly, like any of these men are really ready to love. I feel like they ready for a lot more than, I feel like they ready to have fun. They ready to date. They ready to mix and mingle. They ready to have some charcuterie, but they definitely ain't ready for love. That continues in marriage, I should say. So Morier brought Sierra to meet his ex, and I'm not even about to play with y'all because they played in our face, because we already know that Morier and Sierra is not a thing. He said he wanted to see if she was more than a friend, more than a homie, more than all that, and she definitely is not, okay? She's the homie. It just is what it is. I don't know why they're wasting our time with these fake connections, trying to make it seem like it's something when we automatically know it's nothing. The same way Phil took Kat and Kira on a date to meet his ex, like for what? Kira, was you happy that his ex was a white woman? Did you feel validated in some sort? You were sitting there beating down Quentin's back, asking him about the white women when you should have been looking at Phil. See, you didn't even know. You didn't even know. Out here looking crazy, okay? So I'm not even about to discuss these days, because y'all not about to waste my time. They already played in our face and wasted our time. I'm not going to do that to y'all, okay? So I'm going to talk about the date that mattered. The one that Phil brought, the one when Phil brought Aries to meet his ex-girlfriend, okay? Because, you know, ex-girlfriend was talking about the fact that he's not affectionate and whatnot. And Aries was like, I don't seem to have that problem. Because, you know, right then and there, at that very moment, he had his hand on her lap, okay? They talked about the children. They already had this conversation. So I was really feeling the vibe that Aries and Phil was giving off, because it was really feeling like they was trying to get to know each other. Like the conversation just flowed, okay? Even his ex-girlfriend said that it felt like she was meeting his new girlfriend. And I said that. Like I really y'all know I want them to work out so bad, but it's a ready to love thing, and I know it's not gonna happen, okay? I know it's just not gonna happen, but let me just have my moment. Let me have my moment, okay? Okay. So all the men meet back up with Tommy. And so Tommy was like, how everything go? Quentin was like, I took my ex to meet Lee and Janelle. Janelle kind of took over everything. It's like Lee kind of shrunk. And I was like, so you mean to tell me you still ain't call this girl? You still ain't text this girl? You still ghosted her to try to figure out what was wrong with her? Make it make sense, sir, because it's not making sense. He's talking about he still have a connection, but you know, Janelle kind of like overtook it. So then that's when they was like, well, you know, Janelle a gangster. And Herbert was like, but I kind of like it, like bring your gangster ass here. And I was like, well, y'all know Janelle is a gangster, okay? Because according to her, God's not through her yet. She will put her hands on you, and she's pulling up to your place of residency, period, okay? So when they was talking about her being a thug, I was like, that fit, okay? Maybe we should start calling her a thug instead of a mean girl, and she probably adjust to that maybe just a little bit better. What y'all think? Y'all let me know, okay? Herbert said that he took Janelle to meet his ex, but you know, she's going at this fast pace and he don't really know about all of that, okay? Not really sure what's going on. Wasting people's time, of course, okay? So Morgan said he brought his ex to meet the two J's, okay? Janelle and Jessica, but what they really needed was Jesus in that room. I say you ex Jesus out when you brought out the tarot cards, sir. Talk about something you really need some Jesus when you talking about all this spiritual and incense and candles and crystals and whatnot, sir. You X'd out the Jesus part, okay? That's why he wasn't in the room. But anyway, he said the date kind of went all downhill when they brought out the daggone tarot card. So he said he may have lost 2 connections at one time. And I'm like, stop playing, because you never really had a connection with Janelle to begin with. Not even strong enough to be on a date with you and Jessica, okay? Stop playing with me. Not buying it, okay? After Weird said that he probably lost both of his connections, Chris was like, what the card say? When I tell you I was cracking up because it was like, it was very appropriate. Very, very, very appropriate. What did the card say? So Tommy was like, so who you feeling? He was like, I guess at this point I might have to just feel Sierra, because I might have lost my 2 connections. And Tommy's like, no. Not who may be feeling you. Who are you still feeling? And I was like, exactly, because Morgan is playing a game. He's just trying to get with somebody, anybody, anywhere, anyhow, okay? I see you, sir. I see you. Okay? So he was like, Jessica. Of course, Jessica's been your only connection. Please stop playing. And I thought it was funny that he didn't have that. I thought it was funny that he didn't go on a date with Kat. Because wasn't Morgan and Kat kind of like connecting at one point? Or am I making that up in my mind? Y'all let me know. Let me know down below, okay? So Chris said that he brought Aries and Jessica to meet his ex, okay? But when Jessica came in the room, the energy shifted. His ex energy shifted. She said that she's a lot. Like, she's loud, she's overbearing. And he needs someone soft. And so she ultimately picked Aries the same way that Phil, ex-girlfriend, picked Aries. Now, Phil said he still like Kat, but she's not beating out Aries. And I was like, whoo, child, y'all just need to go ahead and make it be a thing. Y'all just need to go ahead and be a thing, because I need something. Then this is the closest thing we're going to get to love so far on this show. Okay? Because Herbert's playing Janelle because he don't want no real relationship, especially not at the rate that she wanted. Okay? And something's telling me that Quentin says he does, but really doesn't. And something about Quentin also tells me he's playing games. Remember I told y'all last episode that hit me? And I was like, he playing games? Yeah. I'm getting that vibe, okay? So, of course, we come down to what they're not feeling. And, you know, all the guys are basically saying they're not feeling Sierra. I don't think it was one guy who didn't say they wasn't feeling Sierra, okay? So, Phil said he wasn't feeling Lee. And I was like, of course you're not feeling Lee. You don't have no connection with her. That makes sense, okay? But he not feeling Lee because he kind of just gave up on her because I guess other guys are checking for her, whatnot. I think he feel like she out of his league, but that's just my opinion, okay? So, then Boye, of course, said that Kira's not ready to love. But then he brought up another comment that she said that just made me really be like, this is why I can't change my mind about her, okay? He said that she said she's not comfortable being in a room full of black people. And I said, ooh, child, that Kira. So go ahead, Kira, and do another interview and tell us about that comment, okay? Tell us about that comment. We want to know about that comment and the levels of blackness. We want to know about that comment too, okay? I'm waiting on a response. Okay? So then Quentin said, go ahead and put me on the list with Kira. She got to go. She's questioning me and my preference, but she the one out here dating white people. And I said, Phil too. Ain't nothing wrong with dating white people, but since we on the topic, Phil too, okay? So, and Phil and Chris put her on the list because they basically feel like she don't want a man with children, and we got children, so how that's gonna work? And I was like, it's not. It's just not. It just is what it is. So it only makes sense, okay? So that ultimately, Sierra and Kira at the bottom, and I'm like, please send them both home. Please, Tommy, say curveball. 2 girls are going home, but then he said no. No, just one. He made it very clear. Just one of these ladies. I said, oh Lord, why? Wow, we can really just be done with this really soon if you send both of them, okay? Just send both of them. But anyway, they end up sending Kira home, and we already knew that was coming. She had to go. So I'm going to say that Sierra is next, and then I'm thinking, you want to know something? And then it seems like it's going to have to come between Kat and Lee, because I don't see a lot of the men really checking for them two. They was really nobody's top, if you think about it. okay? But we know Sierra definitely got to go next because she was at the bottom, okay? And then we got to figure out what's going on with Lee and Kat because we don't really get as much as them as I thought we probably would get. I don't know. But that was all, y'all. Like I told you, I was not about to sit here and drag out them dates that meant nothing, wasting our time and everybody else's time. So with that being said, I really hope that y'all like this review. Go ahead, leave your comments down below. Like the video, like the video, like the video. Subscribe to the channel, okay? Check out all of my updates that came out recently. Make sure your notification bell is on because you know your girl's always coming at you with something. It's always pretty much something, okay? So with that being said, I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.